Hello, one and all present here. This is Amit Kumar Singh, and welcome to my class on MS Excel. So, guys, I believe you have heard of loans. So, whenever you get a call from any banking institution, you get a call where the other person from the other end mention you that are you looking for a loan, car loan, bike loan, home loan, different kind of loans. And in by chance, if you take a loan in your life, which you'll do one of the very big mistake, then what do you have to do? You have to pay an EMI. And that EMI, when we talk about that EMI, the concept of that EMI, when we talk about what we do, if you have basic knowledge of finance, you can easily understand that this kind of loan, that home loan, car loan, bike loan, whatever kind of commercial loan we are talking about, they are called as amortizing debt instrument. What do you mean by amortizing debt instrument? Amortizing debt instrument, what that mean that whenever you take this kind of loan, you will pay an EMI. You will pay an EMI, and that EMI what you will pay, that will be interest plus some part of the principal what you need to pay. The purpose is to why to pay extra. The purpose is to pay extra because to reduce your ongoing principal. Otherwise, if you simply pay the interest, then somewhere in the future you have to pay the principal amount. So what is the concept here? The concept of EMI is to pay some part of principal every time, so that at the end of the period, the your loan value will become zero. Okay, everyone. So this is just an hypothetical case that suppose if I take a loan of 70 lakh rupees. Suppose if I take a loan of 70 lakh rupees here, and suppose the rate of interest what the bank charge, suppose the rate of interest what the bank charges, suppose 13% per annum. And if I take this loan for 15 years, then I have to pay an EMI of 88,566.95 rupees, okay, per month, okay, for the next 15 years. You can easily calculate, guys, like how much money I'm paying to the bank. So the total money what I'm paying to bank, total money which I'm paying to bank, total money which I'll pay to the bank. Here in this case, if I initiate new columns, so if I initiate new column, sorry, if I have to initiate new row, if if I initiate new row, so the total money what I need to pay to the bank is like this EMI of 88,000 rupees per annum. This I'll pay for 15 year, and 1 year have 12 month. So you can understand that I'm gonna pay 1 crore 59 lakh 42,051.31 paise. This much money I'm gonna pay to the bank. So the interest, like how much I'm paying extra, how much extra which I'm gonna pay to the bank. This is a hypothetical case. The money what I'm gonna pay extra to the bank, how much that money will be? That money will be how much? That money will be this minus the loan. So I have taken a loan of 70 lakhs. Imagine if the other person does not charge interest, then if I take a 70 lakh rupees from the other person, I am supposed to pay 70 lakh rupees. But in the world of interest, where if suppose bank is charging to me, suppose for an example, 13% per annum, then how much extra I'm paying to the bank? So on a loan of 70 lakh rupees, guys, I'm paying 89 lakh rupees to the bank. Oh my God, this is really a very worst case scenario. So now, suppose the rate of interest is 9%, so you can see the impact. Okay, so I hope you're getting the logic. If I take this loan for 18 year, you can see the scenario, how the scenario getting changed. Now the question arises how you can calculate the EMI. Okay, now the very big question which coming to your mind, that sir, how you did this EMI calculation. So you can see this EMI calculation what I did here. But yeah, the logic what you need to use in MS Excel is you have to use the formula of PMT. Okay, so PMT function you need to use in Excel. Now you will be wondering what is PMT. So PMT basically calculate the annuity. When we talk about PMT basically calculate the annuity. So basically, when we work on loan calculation, when we are talking about loan, basically the loan works on the an application of geometric progression. So that application geometric progression, if you study in finance, that we call that as the present value of annuity. So this present value of annuity, that formula of that is annuity divided by a rate of interest, okay, into 1 plus rate of interest to the power time minus 1 divided by 1 plus a rate of interest to the power time. So here this present value of annuity is being considered as a loan. So this is considered as a loan. Annuity is considered as an EMI. So the rate of interest, because you're paying per month, so your rate of interest would be R percent divided by 12 into 1 plus R percentage divided by 12 to the power 12t minus 1 divided by 1 plus R percentage divided by 12 to the power 12t. So this is the formula, and by using this formula, you can find the EMI. This is the formula. Here the loan, the loan is 70 lakh rupees. Okay, rate of interest either 13 or 9% you can take, and time is 12 year, sorry 15 year, and then you can put everything in the formula. You get the answer. That is the one way of doing. The other way to do, because you may not be very good with mathematics. So what you can use a PMT function in Excel. If you use PMT function in Excel, then Excel will ask you rate of interest. So in rate of interest, what you do, put 15 or 13%, whatever is being given by bank to you, divide by 12. Why divide by 12? Because per month, what is the rate of interest per month? Then it will ask you NPER. NPR means the total time period. So the total time period, imagine if you take a 15-year loan. Imagine if you take a 15-year loan. So the total time period will be 15 into 12, then comma, then Excel will ask you, then after this, what Excel will ask you after this, the Excel will ask you the present value. So what is the PV? So in PV, in when you say PV, in PV you have to uh, take the loan value, and when you do this, put minus sign on that, because it's a bug in Excel. Whenever we use FB, PV, PMT function in Excel, we do with minus sign, then comma FB. So FB will come like in bracket. That means it's optional. So FB is here. FB put 0, and type put 0. So type is basically two type. Type is either 0 or either the type is 1. So 0 means annuity and 1 means annuity due. So if you are someone from finance background, then you need to understand. Otherwise, if you are from engineering or any other background, you can ignore this concept. If you do not put the value also, your answer will not get impacted by that. Zero basically means annuity. Annuity means at the end of the period. Like here, whatever the example we are talking about, we are actually talking about payment of money. We are giving money. So whenever we give money, either we give at the end of the period or we can give at the beginning of period. So one means at the beginning, zero means at the end. So I hope you got the logic. So here, if I have to find the EMI value, so I'll simply use the formula. Here, if I simply use the formula PMT, PMT, then open bracket. So what is rate? Rate is just divide by 12. Why divide by 12? Per month, the rate of interest. NPR is whatever the time period given into 12. Okay, because if now you're gonna pay 12 times in a year, so in 18 year you will pay 18 into 12 times. Okay, so then PV is your 70 lakh rupees. Okay, then FB put 0, type put 0, close bracket, enter. Your work is done. You will get the EMI value. Otherwise, the same thing, if you think to do mathematically, how much complicated this can become, you can imagine. So how much complicated it can become, you can imagine this calculation. So many people do not like that much mathematics. So for them, this would be better if they use MS Excel, this PMT function. That way, they can do this calculation in much more faster way. Any doubt, anyone? Please post your doubt in the comment option. Now you would be wondering that, okay, fine, this part we understood. Okay, then total money what I'm paying to the bank is how much? Whatever the EMI you are paying, that you're gonna pay for every month, and that you will do for the 18 years. So imagine if you take a loan of 70 lakh and the rate of interest is 9% per annum, where you are paying an EMI of 65,551.41 rupees. So the total money what you are paying to the bank is 65,551.14 that you'll pay for 18 years, and every year you'll pay 12 times. So that you are going to pay this much money, 1 crore 17 lakh 99,204 rupees. So the extra what you paid, that is like you had taken a loan of 70 lakh, but you paid this much money to the bank. That is the extra what you are paying to the bank. So I hope you understood this logic. Now the next question arises, like, can you justify this figure of 65,000, whatever the EMI I'm getting? How can I justify this figure? So to justify this figure, we use something called loan amortization schedule. Okay, so in loan amortization schedule, what I'm going to do? So in loan amortization schedule, what I have done, in the loan amortization schedule, what I have done. So in the loan amortization schedule, as you can see, like suppose if I've taken a loan of 15 year, so you can see that 15 year means 15 into 12. So you can see you have 180 periods. You can see you have 180 periods. So because every year you're paying 12 times, in 15 year you'll pay 180 times. So you can see that. Then the next part you need to understand is the principle. Let me delete this. Let me delete all this. Okay. So the next thing, so this part I believe everyone understood. Now next part is principle. So in loan amortization schedule, what actually I'm trying to do. So mathematically, I'm trying to justify that figure, that 70,998 what I got as an EMI. I'm trying to justify that figure. Okay, so how to justify that figure? That why this EMI of 70,998.66 rupees should be the EMI? Because what is the end motive? The end motive is that, what is the end motive? The end motive here. What is the end motive? The end motive is that at the end of 180 period, the end motive is that at the end of 180 period, this value, the value of the remaining principal, this should be zero. Okay, so let me fix this part. So how to fix that? All WF. So now if I see at the end of 180 period, if I see at the end of 180 period, this value should be equal to zero. That should be my motive. I hope you are getting the logic. Because this EMI, whatever the EMI I'm paying, the EMI value, you can see the EMI value, you can see my EMI value, the EMI value, whatever I'm paying the EMI value. So the motive is that once I once I finish paying my EMI, once I finish paying my EMI, the remaining principal should become zero. That is the end motive here. And that is what we are trying to do here. So you can see this. So you can see this calculation is basically called as a loan amortization schedule. So here the principal, here I'll take the principal, here I'll take the principal as 70 lakh. Okay, what is the interest? The interest will be 70 lakh into the rate of interest divide by 12. Okay, fix this cell, this 9%, fix this cell. Okay, so you got the interest. If you see the EMI is 70,998. This is your EMI. You see this is your EMI. Okay, and so the extra what you paid, you're supposed to pay an interest of 52,500, but you pay an EMI of 70,998. So how much you paid extra? So this much you paid extra. The purpose of paying this much extra, why you paid this much extra? So that your 70 lakh rupees principal should get reduced. I hope you're getting the logic. The why we are paying extra, so that we can reduce our principal. So that at the end of 180 period, my principal should get reduced. So so this will become the principal for the second period. Okay, everyone. So you just need to double click everywhere. If you do double click everywhere, so then probably what you need to understand, once you do this, so your EMI to always remain same, that value. So if you do this, if you check this calculation at the end of the day, so you can see the EMI at the end of the day becomes zero. Okay, so this much become the principal left at the end of the day. This much become the principal left at the end of the day. Okay, and your interest was this much. You paid an EMI of 70,998 at the end. So because with that, the extra what you paid is 70,470.13. Ultimately, the remaining principal becomes zero. I hope you got the concept. So this is called a loan amortization schedule. So mathematically, we can justify the figure, the EMI value, what you get. Mathematically, you can justify that. Now, this interest, what you calculated, this interest, you can calculate the other way. You can use the formula called IPMT. You can use the formula of IPMT. So where the your rate will be 9%. Your rate will be 9%. Your rate will be 9% divided by 12. That will be your rate, comma. Uh, PER means like which period is this? First period, comma. NPR, what is NPR? What is then NPR? What is NPR? NPR is 15 into 12. Okay, NPR is 15 into 12. So NPR is 15. NPR is okay. NPR is 15 into 12. Okay, PV is this principal. PV is your loan principal. Okay, fix that cell. Okay, put minus sign on that. Okay, then FB put 0, type put 0, close bracket, enter. Okay, so you can use this formula. Either mathematically you can do that, or either you can use this formula. Okay, and to find the remaining extra principal paid, if you want to find this extra principal paid, what you can do, you can use the formula called PPMT. So same way, so the rate is how much? 9%. 9% divided by 12, and PER is 1. Okay, comma, NPR will be 180. Okay, 15 into 12. PV would be the 70 lakh. Fix this cell. Okay, fix this cell. Okay, fix this cell. FB will be 0, type will be 0. Mathematically, if you don't want to do, suppose mathematically you don't want to do, you can find this value, and this is called PPMT function. And if you do that, you'll get the same value, you can see. So here either you can use IPMT to find the interest, and to find the extra principal what you paid, you can use PMT function. PPMT function, not PMT function. So that way you can do. I can hide this is not required. Control 0. So this you can see. So this is what we call as loan amortization schedule. So I hope you understood this, guys. And please click on the like button if you have liked the class, and please give your valuable comments, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed. Thank you everyone. See you all. God bless you. Bye.